Hey, what's really good, y'all? Look, it's a great day to be wavy. Flames on wheels. Back with another Yeti. Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought Flame was finished? Look, man. A friend of mine sent me an ad lib for Flames on Wheels yesterday. I might have to put it in. He was like, Flames on Wheels. Excuse me. That shit was funny as hell yesterday. But yeah, so you guys can see I'm still getting over kind of being sick. But I still want to keep giving y'all content, man, every day. You know what I'm saying? Today's Black Friday. You know what I'm saying? Yesterday was Thanksgiving. Hopefully everybody had, you know what I'm saying, a good time with their families enjoying Thanksgiving. Sacrifice dropped yesterday because you gotta sacrifice your goals until your goals become your sacrifice. Yeah, look, Sacrifice dropped yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Album's been going crazy. Already been reached out to by a few different people regarding it. They really like that song No Lie. That's one of my favorite Sacrifices on there. And a couple other really good ones that I really like. But today's topic, man, because it's Flames on wheels. You dig? Look, today's topic is gonna be on being yourself, right? Being yourself. What does that mean? It means sticking to your true colors, sticking to who you are. In this industry, it's very easy to get off kilter and do some dumb stuff in order to get to the top. You know what I'm saying? It's very easy to create content, you know what I'm saying, on all kinds of different levels, you know what I'm saying, and have that propel you to get you faster to where you need to go. But the content doesn't necessarily resonate with what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get into any specifics. But basically, like, if you're a music artist, you're a music artist. You know what I'm saying? Me, I'm a music artist. I'm a YouTube creator. I'm about to do this podcast. You know what I'm saying? I do mixing, engineering for music. Like, I do all those different things. But it all essentially encompasses one thing. My ultimate goal, me being an artist. You know what I'm saying? I'm an artist in different avenues, right? But the thing about it is, y'all, that's what I'm doing music on, is artists. I'm not sitting here doing like blogs on politics and blogs on like different artists and what they got going on. And I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? I'm staying local. You know what I'm saying? I'm staying focused, and I'm just focusing on accomplishing my goal. And I'm not going to tell y'all how I got on this topic. I'm just going to tell y'all that it's been heard and seen that this is just becoming such a problem to where like artists are just doing anything and everything just to get a quick chase to the top. But that's not fun. Like, I always say this, man. I'm gonna just keep it a buck with y'all, man. I would never want to be a one-hit artist. I would never want to be a one single artist. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing about it is, yes, you gain a lot of success. Yes, you're always known for that song, but what is that? Like, that's just your main piece of art. You should have a catalog. You should have, like, when you go into it, like, I look at music as like you go into an art museum and this says Walk in Flame, right? And underneath of that is like 30 to 40 different albums. You know what I'm saying? And they all are part of my story. They're all part of my journey. They're all part of who I am. That, all those albums in the art museum encompasses an artist. That's how that works. You know what I'm saying? And with marketing, you just get as many people as you can to come from outside the museum to inside the museum. And you know what I'm saying? And that's what ultimately is an artist. you don't want to be known as, you go into the museum and you see somebody with 100 different paintings and you got one painting. You know what I'm saying? And yes, that one painting may be spectacular and may be the greatest thing in the world, but it's one. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's done what you've done. Maybe they didn't do it to the success that you did, but ultimately they're probably making more money than you, because if say your song does, I don't know, 30 million streams, right? But they got 300 songs that do 1 million streams. That's 300 million streams to your 30 million streams. Do you understand? So that's why, like, you never want to be a one-hit wonder. Never. And like, a lot of these artists want to get to the top so bad that they do whatever they can to get to the top so bad, but they miss what ultimately is what getting to the top means. Being an artist. Being an artist, having a catalog, knowing how to make hit after hit after hit. Anytime I touch a microphone, it doesn't matter if the artist is, you know what I'm saying, 19 to 50. I can make a hit with them. Like, I'll figure it out. I know how I can figure out their cadence. I can figure out, like, I do it. You know what I'm saying? I've done it. I'll keep doing it. And it's like, you know, but I stick to what I'm good at. I stick to my strengths. I don't go outside the box and do like reviews on, like, I'm not even gonna get into it, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna get into it. But just know, right? Just know, like, you should always stick to yourself as an artist. You know what I'm saying? You should always stick to your strengths. You know what I mean? And any type of clicks that you get as a result of, you know what I'm saying, you going outside of the box and stuff like that. Like, even when I post, like, the best artist, right? Best rapper alive, best right. Like, yes, like, when I post some of that stuff for my shorts, yes, it is to, like, push my music a lot more. And I do believe that I'm the best artist, best rapper alive, the best song of the year. Like, I do say stuff like that. I do believe it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't just say it. And then I just put in there, do you agree? So that's just getting other people's opinions on if they agree with my statements. So, you know what I'm saying? But that's not the same as, like, the conversation that I'm talking about. Like, like, that's still music related. Like, some people be on, like, some crazy, like, talk about all kinds of things off the wall and stuff like that just have nothing to do with music, just to get the views up, so that, like, again, I'm not trying to go into specifics, but basically the moral of this story is, like, just stay to yourself, man. Like, it's like, a friend of mine called me up yesterday. He's like, yo, like, you gotta keep going, like, the content's good. He's like Rock with Flames on Wheels, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, yeah, keep going. And he was just telling me, he was like, I remember when you first started music, you were like, this my year, which is funny, because that, I be saying that all the time. Y'all know I say that shit all the time. I don't care. Shit, every year my year. But I be like, this my year. And he was like, nah, it's gonna take you some time. He was like, this music industry is competitive. And I was like, nah, bro, whatever. Like, this is my year, you know? And now, like, 5-6 years into it, I'm starting to understand, like this was a process, but I'm happy. I'm extremely happy with where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? But I'm starting to understand, like, it really takes time. It takes years to master a craft. And this being my 5th, 6th year with music, it's really kind of humbling to see, like, how far I've really come, you know what I'm saying, in terms of being a music artist and in terms of, like, understanding the business. Because the first 2 years are always, like, you know what I'm saying, are always gonna be like a up and down battle, because you don't really know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? It takes time to kind of learn what you're doing and really getting going once you start an industry. But, you know, this being my 5th year, 6th year, like, now I really know what I'm doing. You know what I mean? And now it becomes fun, because it's like, now I take what I'm doing and take it to another level. You know what I'm saying? And that's where it's like, but again, it's because I understand, like, you got to enjoy the road. You got to enjoy the journey to success. You can't jump off the ladder and try and hope that somebody picks you up and carries you to the top, or hope that this content does this and then this will, like, you can't do that. Like, that's not you. That's you trying to do something else that has nothing to do with you. That's you trying to be somebody that you're not. Like, stay in your lane. Like, I knew I shouldn't have did this topic. I apologize again, y'all. I'm definitely sick. I knew I shouldn't have did this topic, man. But it's just like, because there's opportunities that present themselves, you know what I'm saying, in this industry, that like I could easily start talking about, like, I don't know, any type of politics, sports, like, I don't know, but nothing necessarily that comes back to music, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, yes, like, you can watch and you can be and see certain things and stuff like that, but like, don't just go out of your way and talk about it and try and, like, help it to excel you as a music artist when it has nothing to do with music. You know what I'm saying? It's like stay locked into your goal. You know what I'm saying? Keep it simple. Stop trying to do the home run. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all, like, that was my biggest thing, is like, I tried to do the home run. Like, I really did. From day one, I tried to do the home run, and it wears you out a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But once you start understanding that, you know, you can hit 40 triples, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, you may not have hit that necessarily that home run yet, but you're able to hit 40 triples, you're still scoring a lot, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you still touch home plate a lot. So it's like, I don't know. I just like the journey. I like the process. Just sticking to the plan. You know what I'm saying? And just, like, ultimately remembering, like, I walk into that museum, and what is under the walking flame? What is under there? My whole discography. What is under there? What albums are under there? What do those albums mean? What did I do when I did those albums? How did I record those albums? What mixing techniques did I do on those albums? Why are those albums special to me? Why do y'all support the Walking Flame? Why would you even go into the museum? Those are questions. Those are topics that should be discussed. How does my discography line up against other artists' discography? How does my museum section look compared to other artists in the museum? That's what really needs to be discussed. How can I expand my catalog so that I take up more wall in the museum so that more people can see me, versus that artist that only has a few songs that are known, but it's not a catalog of work? That's real, man. Look, I'm about to get in here, get this workout in, get the pre-workout in. I'm going to tell y'all this, man. Life is fun. This journey is fun. Embrace it. Stop trying to take shortcuts. It's not the way to go. You know what I'm saying? It's just not the way to go. And this the hottest in the city, man. This the Walker. I'm a little under the weather, but I wanted to give y'all some content, and because, like, I do feel strongly about this topic. I do feel that, like, you know, it's okay to branch off into other realms, but only if it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? How does all that incorporate back to your ultimate goal, music? You know, I'll give you an example, right? So I'm an artist, right? So I do music. Music can resonate with anything, right? So say, like, my music goes, now I do Flames on Wheels. Flames on Wheels become a podcast, right? Well, say I'm reached out to by the local news outlet, right? Now I'm doing Flames on Wheels with the news outlet, right? Then on the news outlet, I'm telling them about my album. I'm telling them about my YouTube. Now my YouTube's growing, right? My YouTube's then growing from my music. I have my albums on my YouTube. Like, it's just a constant thing of like just always getting your name out there from what you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, ultimately, what it all ties down to, what it all comes back to, is me walking into that museum, standing there, looking all around, seeing the walking flame on the museum, and what is on that wall underneath my name. That's what it comes down to. That's why you should have a purpose. That's why you should chase your dreams. That's what you should do. Everybody here in this world is an artist. You were born to create something. Figure out what it is. Create your own museum. And that's it for this video. The walking flame, flames on wheels. Hold on, wait a minute. The flame is never finished. Hottest in the city, man. The Walker.